Wow, Kaiserreich, wow! Welcome to another video on this channel. Today I'm back with the German Empire. This time I will be playing as the Red General Kurt von Schleicher. With his help I will try to centralize the empire and in the end dominate the world. So let's head in. Alright, the German Empire. So as you know, it's not looking too great for the current political situation here in the German Empire. We currently have a minority government in charge ever since the Liberale Volkspartei left the coalition. The two main, parties are currently waiting until the elections to form a coalition to, secure a majority in the Reichstag. That's why we have March leads to April. The current März-Koalition, as I said, has fallen apart, and now we are waiting for the April elections for a new coalition. Definitely be formed, nothing will, come which will prevent this. We of course won the Weltkrieg, and we are currently a Weltreich. The economy is great, and we are currently exploiting China for even more resources. Everything is great. We even have our cool economic union, Mitteleuropa, woohoo. Nothing bad, could happen. Especially not on a Monday or something, Now I've separated these units from my other units and converted all of them to infantry, and I'm just gonna put them right there, and these are for intervention things, volunteers, whatever. Gotta, help some countries here and there that could, be my ally. Anyway, we have our focus tree, our great ginormous focus tree that, where we definitely will do every focus, right? It's not like we're gonna, question, has anyone ever done any focuses right here? Me neither. Anyway, we can just do masters of the world and nothing else right now, because we gotta wait until, something interesting happens. So anyway, let's build some civilian factories, and we can just build military factories, military industrial complex, whatever. This will be the starting research. Yeah, and this right here is the starting production line. Just gonna build these ships that are already here, and I'm also gonna have two carriers in here. Why not? Yeah, just guns and artillery and planes. No tanks yet, because I wanna have better tank designs than this shit. Let's also put some convoys on the market and immediately accept purchase requests, and then we can, get some resources early on, why not? And let's also get some agency stuff. And yeah, we can basically start now. Well, as I said, the Reichstagswahlen are approaching, so who shall we pick? It doesn't really matter that much. I'm just gonna go with these guys probably, because they already, SPD already gets a lot of support. So yeah. And here I can just select, mostly other parties to get seats, So let's get some Zentrum support, minor liberal support, and DKP support. Let's do something different. Let's do the Prittwitz-Plan. 10 years after the intervention was the title released in the Berliner Tageblatt by a retired official from Germany's Asia, Franz Brüninghaus. He describes the failure of German foreign policy in East Asia and about the instability of the League of Eight Provinces, which will set off views of anti-concessionist and socialist revolts in China, which will threaten German investment. This was not good news for the already unstable German market, and this could lead to the greatest stock market crash in German history. But what could be done to stop it? Now, of course, this is bad news, so why don't we let the government do something? However, the parties are refusing to support anything due to them wanting the current government to be accused of complete failure to get more votes. So our opposition is not agreeing with us to do anything. So Schacht acted on his own. On Sunday, the Reichsbank published a note declaring that access to credit with the Reichsbank will be henceforth based on their primary coverage ratio, and temporarily suspended the Reichsmark's convertibility to gold. Well, he wanted to bring stability to the market by, minimizing the damage done to the banks in a stock market crash. This has now sown terror on the last day before Monday, and neutered the role of the Reichsbank as a lender of last resort. Let's hope Monday brings good news. Monday did not bring good news. Black Monday. The German Golden Age has ended, for now at least. Mein Gott. Yeah. Goodbye, economy. Was nice knowing you. Well, at least some good news. The USA accepts the Prittwitz-Plan. Great. Now let's demand renewal of the Treaty of Metz. Resignation of Reichskanzler Dirksen. Yeah, of course, I would also resign, honestly. Well, perhaps Rödern can restore the Grand Coalition. Well, the March Coalition falls again. At this point, will we even find a government come April? The communards accept. Good. The second expedition to China. That's also sent volunteers. I did not see them breaking. The German agrarian crisis. The agricultural sector, just like in our timeline, has been struggling for years here, and the stock market crash has now made it worse. The great Junker estates are a thing of the past. The city council elections in Berlin. Heinrich Sam wins another term. Let's also form additional East Asian regiments. And now finally the economic freefall ceases. We shall restore the miracle of the golden 20s, and the card game begins. So let's immediately try and do this, and then maybe we can also then we'll just put in more cards, and yeah, that should be fine, I guess. Well, but no majority in the 1936 election. Now we are currently in a crisis, and we cannot wait for all these parties to form somewhat of a government. So Wilhelm II has decided to act and appoint a certain someone who's been behind the scene the entire time, Kurt von Schleicher. He was recommended by the Crown Prince and is the current War Minister of Prussia. Now, Schleicher is well connected with certain parties here and there, so he's a good choice to carry Germany out of its economic peril. However, he is a military man, and it might not be seen very, good having a military guy in office again after a certain dictatorship. But welcome, Reichskanzler Schleicher. Matters of national stability. This is rather unorthodox. Well, to of course not have him immediately be no confidence out of his position, the constructive no confidence principle has been enacted. So parties must have a majority in parliament to enact a no confidence vote. Let's draft a plan Tarnow Bade. Let's get this reform and do this, and because we done a reform card, we can increase our stuff here. Now, of course, we have to stop the parties from, getting any allies in parliament. So for now, let's stop the Demokratische Union, because they can currently get the most. And we can just manually block the Schwarz-Weiß-Rot Koalition. Prussia and the Reichskanzler. Let's request to be appointed Minister President of Prussia. Let us ensure that the Baltic Duchy survives. Speaking of political power, we can also do this down there to get political power. Schleicher appointed Prussian Minister President. Back to tradition. And now finally the Reichskanzler is also the Reichskanzler in Prussia. And let's get massive public works, because we have now this thing, which reduces our output but gives us construction. And with the public works reform card, we will be able to build buildings and therefore gain investment and stability at the end of turns, which will benefit us, because then we don't have to, do some card works here and there, and can rely on our building stuff. And it will also help our economy, giving us victories we will be needing for future conflicts. I would always advise to go with this one, except if you want to roleplay, then I guess you can do this, but I do not like this one. Well, leadership changes in the center. Who will lead the Catholic juggernaut next? The Zentrumspartei is a leadership crisis, and they can't decide who shall be the next, party leader. Ewald von Kleist-Schmenzen attacks Schleicher. Easy for him to attack from his comfy Stettin office. Yeah, that's why I don't flag the DKP, because they usually just get them for free. The Zentrum Party Conference nominates Stegerwald. Stegerwald stands firm. Declaration of the Kampfkandidatur. The Federalists accept the Triumvirate. The Triumvirate is rejected. Who is still left in the field? With the right compromised by their brief endorsement of the compromised Triumvirate, Stegerwald is now effectively unopposed. Stegerwald victorious. What future does this spell for Zentrum? And now the Zentrum is aligned with the Schleicher bloc. Bad news. General strike in the Ruhr. Can't they see we are suffering enough already? And now we have even more stuff to deal with. Oh boy. Now you should be very careful with the Ruhrkampf, because you cannot let it go below 25 or above 75. You should have it around this, like 50, around that area, and then just wait until Red Brunswick. I'm not gonna select one right now, because if we also, pass stuff here, we already will reduce it by 10, so yeah, and there are also events gonna happen, so I would advise not immediately taking, stuff down there. And now we can do institutional public works. This will help us in giving us investment and stability score if we build stuff, which we are currently doing. Protests in Ukraine. Ensure that he gets everything he needs. Oh, the man who shall not be named aligns with the SVR. That bastard. Magnus von Levetzow criticizes government passivity. Make a show of force to appease the right. Yes, and what the hell happened in Belgium? What the fuck, man? Didn't even see that. I was too focused on my volunteers. What did you do, man? What the hell? Anyway, let's send a few divisions up here, maybe. And now the Nanjing Clique won the League War. Let's visit the Ruhr. What could go wrong? And Nanjing victorious! Good. And now this Ireland minigame thing starts down there, but I'm just gonna enable the automatic completion thing and ignore this. That's a good feature, I liked it. Of course, the thing that has 10% of happening happens. I love my luck. Didn't we already do that? I guess we send even more troops up there, why not? 10%, guys. It has 10% chance of happening. Why do these low percentages always happen when I don't want them? Let's do the German-American Self-Defense Associations. And let's do a military mission to Constantinople. Let's hold a peace summit. We need to decrease world tension. Let's do Ostwall. Red Brunswick. Mein Gott. Has our 1925 begun? Oh boy, there's a revolution in Brunswick. Due to the revolution in Brunswick happening right now, and to prevent a syndicalist revolution happening here in Germany, we need the Enabling Act, das Ermächtigungsgesetz. And so the last block is in place. Now nobody can remove Schleicher from his position. As you can see, the Schleicher minigame has ended, and I did not even have to do anything on this side of the focus tree. Let's align with Azerbaijan, by the way, because we can do that. And now, Reichsexekution on Brunswick. Order will be re-established. We shall send our troops into Brunswick and crush this would-be syndicalist revolution. The end of the Brunswick Revolution. The red flag will never fly here. And now we shall crack down on the Ruhrstreik. Let us escalate the Ruhrkampf suppression. Regime of the Red General. Let us end the state of emergency in the Rhineland. Peace in the Ruhr. We will have to make labor reforms in the future. Finally, we can use Mitteleuropa. Let's get some, factories. The General and the Landvolk. We shall, finally deal with the agricultural crisis. Let's choose Gereke and Bade for a more thorough approach. Gespan, Gereke, Bade. Compromises have to be made. This is one of them. Yet, we should, do some things here and there, maybe. And now we can also reform the military, which I'm going to immediately actually do, by the way. I want the experience debuffs gone. American Civil War has broken out. I'm gonna support the federal government, because why not? That's also all the peace summit. Philadelphia was encircled and all the volunteers are spawning in Philadelphia. This might be a bit of a interesting moment here. Let us get partial mobilization. Oh boy, the thing I see a lot often happens. The Nordic Council. They're gonna form the Nordic Federation now. Yeah, and I forgot about the Bulgarian war. I don't really care that they lost honestly. But yeah, China looks a bit good here, actually. They got, most of the stuff here as their ally. Yeah, they will even get these guys, I guess, because the Gomijun is gone. Yeah, without volunteers, they quickly are falling apart. Their capital is in New York also, so I don't know if these troops even get supplies here. And now, after completely, removing the debuff victors of the Weltkrieg, we shall now expand the Kriegsschulen to get a research slot and to fully gain these 50 army experience, because if we still had army experience reduction, we would not, fully receive that. Let us get Werner von Fritsch as our chief of army. Now, after doing these army branch focuses, let's now do some political stuff right here. Yeah, they are gonna fall apart quickly soon now, and, I'm pleased with that, so I will now recall them because something else just started right now, and I want to get involved in that. Let us establish the National Unity Front, the TUT Circle. Finally, good patriotic media. Good news, the Italian Republic has entered the war. I just noticed some bad news. They landed on there. God damn it, guard your frickin' ports, man, is it that hard? Founding Conference of the National Unity Front. The Red Generals following will finally receive form. Let's nationalize the Prussian secret police. The nature of the front. It is not a party, but a movement for every patriotic German. Well, a certain state apparently is not too fond of Schleicher's dictatorship. Bavaria sues Schleicher. Who do they think they are? Always those Bavarians, man, I'm telling you, they can't be trusted. Breadth of the front. We shall found mass movements, youth groups, and make us permanent in daily life. Failings of parliamentarism. We will include Professor Schmidt's brilliant critique of parliamentarism. Bundesrat finds no violations. Good. They are put in their place. Comments on economic policy emphasize our bond with labor and creating harmony between workers and business. Defense of cultural values. Attract national revolutionaries by endorsing Christian rural culture. Centralization of the state. Openly proclaim our desire to promulgate a centralized Schleicher constitution. Position on the Jewish population. Limit ourselves to unofficial dog whistles at most. The front and the monarchy. Proclaim that we are first and foremost a monarchist party and extol the Kaiser. The conference finished. Hurrah, followers of the second Bismarck. Welp, Bavaria declares nullification. How dare they? And now we have to deal with this pesky state. Can't we just remove it, man? Yeah, let's just continue some army stuff. Meeting of the cabinet. We will protect national integrity by any means necessary. Bavaria curtailment project. Let us hope the other states are more reasonable. They will be. Fuck Bavaria. I just got an achievement. Is that about, Black Mondays now? What was that about? As Germany win the Black Monday card game at the earliest possible date. Ah, okay. Good. Cool. I didn't look at the achievements. I keep forgetting they exist now. Anyway, the Kingdom of Württemberg. What shall we do with them? Well, let's reach out. Our French Diggerwald will convince them. Of course they submit. It's the best state here, you know. Oh, and by the way, the debt was below 150. Let us start construction of the Ostwall. The Grand Duchy of Baden. We will reach out. Focus on how we will forge a stronger empire. You fool, you should have joined us. The Grand Duchy of Alsace-Lorraine. Focus on the unreasonable Bavarian demands. Stop standing with Bavaria. The Grand Duchy of Luxembourg. We will reach out. Send Vice Chancellor Winnig to negotiate. Come on, hello? Guys, come on, Hesse. You have to do something. Stand with Bavaria. Come on. I need some allies. Thank you. Hanseatic cities. I know, you want to win. Yeah, right. We just need, how much more? We need 4 more votes. Mecklenburg, you will... Yeah, Mecklenburg. That's enough, right? Yeah. Bavaria's defeat. The grand project now has no opposition left. Goodbye, Bavaria. You shall no longer be a nuisance in our path towards progress. We won the power struggle in Ireland, I was totally focused on doing that, left, right, here and there, and not just, I pressed one button and let it play out on its own, Anyway, let's get Michael Collins in charge. It's now they're an autonomous puppets. And now we can finally continue our political stuff, Let's, continue what we were doing before. Meddling in Poland, make sure they win. Stiggerwald resigns as State Secretary for Labor. Are the foundations of the Schleicher cabinet beginning to crumble? No, the Zentrum left. Split in the DVLP. Start bringing these small groups into our fold. Well, goodbye, Vaterlandspartei. Let's recruit Schleicher's confidant. Ferdinand von Bredau. Rural support for the Red General. It will work out in the end. Let's also now get the Red Baron as our Chief of Air Force. Incident in London. Well, seems like 2 members of the Committee for the Restoration of Great Britain were arrested and had some documents linking our Secret Service Abteilung 3B to it. Now they hold our ambassador responsible, which doesn't make sense because our Foreign Office has nothing to do with our Secret Service, but let's not bend to the British demands. Hösch stands firm. As Bismarck said, we will become the anvil if we do nothing to become the hammer. Uprising in Poland. Urge August to negotiate and avoid spilling blood. Well, there goes Poland. I tried. The Declaration of the Republic of Poland. This is outrageous. August the 4th must be restored. Poland pledges loyalty to Germany. Do they think they can spit in the face of the House of Hohenzollern without consequences? Oh, and there they go. Let's give this to Ukraine and we shall take the rest. Or not. Fate of Poland. We shall of course restore the Hohenzollern monarchy. An appeal against escalation. Arrange the conference. The Wien conference. Let's accept. Let's de-escalate the tension a bit. War scare. We already have enough on our plate. What do I still need? Some focuses. A chance to unite. Well, it seems like Georgia really wants Batum back. However, we cannot allow the Ottomans to be threatened. Let us now proclaim a national revolution. Let's get Krupp as our industrial concern. And now finally, Reichslandlösung. Alright, let's now do reinforce Alsatian fortifications and then these two focuses to get more army experience and support our friends. Well, we secured an alliance with Burma, which is great for us. Let's do a pact with Greece. Ah, they joined, excellent. We have an ally in the south, that's great. Well, since we are getting closer and closer to an all-out war breaking out, let's go over the stuff I did. Right now, this is the tank division I'm producing. Yeah, these are my planes that I have been building right now the entire time. Well, since I, got the research stuff here. And this is my standard division right now, and my tank division is just this right now. I don't really have tanks right now, so that's why it's just this right now. But yeah, I'm also producing some more troops here and there, and I'm building my cool fort line here. Shelling off Elflingen. Demand an official apology. It's not good. Can I reduce it? Apparently not. Of course, it happens exactly when they have no focus. I could literally reduce this now, man. Not enough, but still. Let's recruit this guy, because I got him through my army branch. And let's get the armor expert, and let's also get the artillery genius. Well, the war begins. Hoch Wilhelm, nieder mit der Brut und tilg die Schmach mit Feindesblut. Yeah, Eastern War. You just could not wait a bit more, right? You just had to do that. Well, I'm gonna probably have to wait now till the French actually attack me. But yeah, after this focus is done, I'm gonna go and do some stuff here, because I'm gonna need to, get rid of this fairly quickly. Well, apparently the Russo-Ottoman Convention was signed, and now Azerbaijan is no longer my faction. It's uncool, man. Let's steal Ukrainian oil and so also get American oil. I mean, not too much, actually. So I'm gonna be needing that, definitely. Also immediately tell our convoys not to, sell through here. Well, let's expand the Panzerdivision. Alright, let's combat defeatism. Well, then here come the communards. Cooperation with the Entente, sure. But I'm gonna be very harsh. Let's see if they will accept it. Probably not. If they do accept, like, most of the stuff, I will refuse. I do not want, to give the territory away this time. Because that is what we did last time. And I'm not gonna do the same thing as last time. Alright, let's begin with our anti-sedition laws. By clicking all these beautiful decisions and eradicating syndicalism once and for all. Our demands. France must publicly renounce their claim to Alsace-Lorraine. They refuse. Well, that's not cool. First encirclement of the day in Calais. Let's kill them. Haha, they shall die. Goodbye. Now I will not do Notabitur, because I'm not getting an easy way through Abitur, so they shall not get one either. Great news, Spain has joined us. Let's call them into all of our wars. Well, but now a lot of their army here will be encircled. So let us kill them off. Goodbye. And even more troops encircled. Let us destroy them. Goodbye. We'll be doing this right here for me to bypass some of the rivers here, which I usually struggle with if I don't get here fast enough. So yeah, now we secure the crossing here. Dude, how? What did you do, man? Come on. Is it that hard to hold high-level forts? And now Paris will fall into our hands. The fall of Paris. We encircled some units by doing that, so let's kill them off. Goodbye. Got some South American allies now. They can kill Chile. I don't like them. They are in the Third International. And the Commune of France has capitulated. Let's look at their losses. Yeah, not great. I already prepared an invasion, and of course immediately I get again. Well, it's like kept, and well, I do want the Sicilies to get, some territory. That's all I could give them. Well, we landed. Well, time to centralize our army into the Wehrmacht. That's like a name, I guess. Haven't heard that before. It's kind of unique. And I think the Union of Britain will probably capitulate now. I think if Newcastle falls. So yeah, goodbye Third International. Alright, yes, now I can accept all your shit. God damn it, please stop. My god. The death of Wilhelm II. The Kaiser is dead. Long live Kaiser Wilhelm III. The Kaiser and his friend. The Kaiser rules, but does not govern. Oh. What did they... Oh, why the Entente, man. Come on, man, I helped you. Alright, encircle this thing now. I need to build a supply up to actually use my tanks successfully. Sucks when I don't have supplies anywhere. And now, this big part of the Russian army shall die. Finally, man. God damn it. Of course, the last stand. I think the last stand won't do much, honestly. Goodbye. That's, your casualties. Just a bit. Tiny binchy bit. Alright, and now an all-out offensive after we've, you know, successfully dealt with all their stuff. And we can also activate offensive chit, which will give us even more buffs to advance into Russia. So yeah, let's activate also this, by the way. Yeah, should go smoothly from here. And now Moscow falls. If you're wondering why this up there looks so, like, weird, you know, remember how I built forts here? Yeah. I mean, you know, it would have worked if, you know, someone would have been able to put, like, some units on it. But apparently it's too hard to do that. Ah, well, the watch test met his end. Find the man who fired that shell and give him a medal. You know, now they will probably ask for peace. However, I shall refuse. I will conquer all of Russia. Wait. Offer peace to Russia? We will seek nothing but unconditional surrender. Well, they will soon capitulate, so here are the casualties right now. Yep. They lost a ton of men. Oh, the Fourth International. Wait, what? Yeah, you shall not do that, my friend. I do not like you doing that, so yeah. And there they go. Alright, yeah. Looks great, right? And why just these two? Apparently Switzerland declared war on me. I don't know what they were thinking. Oh yeah, and I've been pushing to India. Because I did declare war on them, so I do have to kill them. Yeah, that's how it is. Speaking of things to kill, can I send these over here? I just noticed I can release, you know, all this stuff here, but I'm gonna wait, because I have like someone will come for some land if I do that. And I want to finish all these war up here first. Alright, let's rush for victory points with the tanks. I just need the port here to get supplies again. Ah, there they go, finally. Let's restore the Princess Federation. And I mean, we can actually release Russia and stuff like that. I'm not gonna annex Switzerland, the border will look disgusting in my opinion. And Russia should also be freed, however separate from Siberia. Victory in Europe, end of the Second Weltkrieg. Heil dir am Siegerkranz. Alright, let us now construct victory arches. Formation of the Christian People's Party. Wohlstand für alle, wählt CVP. Welp, and now let us implement the Schleicher Constitution. The Schleicher Constitution. To a strong German Empire. Yes, no one shall oppose us now. Let us proclaim the death of German syndicalism. Well, now that the Schleicher Constitution is implemented, Reichskanzler Schleicher can finally resign, because he is not in a good state. He is suffering from a fatal disease, and therefore who knows how long he will have to live. And he will appoint Ferdinand von Bredow to strengthen the regime. And now we are the paternal autocrat. And let's also consolidate Thuringia, because it's split between numerous princes. And yeah, the invasion of Japan is going well. If you're wondering what the marine template is, by the way, it's literally just this. I wanted to add artillery some time ago, but I did not have experience, and then I completely forgot about that. But, you know, doesn't matter, as you can see. The Grand Duchy of Thuringia, the green heart of Germany, is finally united. And now let's finally do some shogunate things. The social role of the heir. Oh, that's the end of Japan now. So yeah, goodbye. Yeah, that's that. Well, and sadly, Kurt von Schleicher passes away. So long, our leader. Well, and the Chile clique has emerged victorious, with our help, of course. Literally. Well, these guys can finally go back home. Thanks to, I guess. And the Philippines are also about to die. Association for the Promotion of Spiritual Reconstruction Forces. The media will say what we want to hear. And now I'm just gonna snipe for the victory points to capitulate the Australian Union. Finally, they capitulated. Italy, no, bad Italy. Very bad Italy. Ah, peace. Which will soon be broken because someone is justifying against me. Well, I can justify faster, I think, because I'm not gonna wait until they've done it. We shall give Taiwan to the Qing Empire, and let's give this to Siberia, I guess. Liberate Australia and New Zealand. Alright, time to finally release these two states. Let's completely divide the island between England, Wales and Scotland. A new order in Britain. An isle once whole, shattered forever. And now also France will be liberated. I just noticed my generals are disappearing. Oh boy. Not good. Well, France lost a lot of the border stuff now. Yeah, we like to see that, right? Time to kill Transmoor. Alright, time to finally disband the Bundesrat. The country will finally be completely centralized. The states shall no longer have such representation again. The Ständekammer to a new, more efficient age. And now the Shogunate. And now the Kaiser will no longer be able to put an end to our regime. He is now powerless. Let us now deal with our puppets. No fucking way the US can coup South American countries. Alright, okay. I justified because they weren't, doing anything, so we're doing this way now. Alright, it's time for the Third Weltkrieg. We beat them in 1919, we can beat them now. A communique from Beijing. Let us give them delegation cities back. We don't need them anymore, really. I can, I'm still cooperating with them like this, The end of the international mandate. The end of an era. The Qing Empire demands the return of our concessions. Well, let's demand that they at least compensate us. The Qing Empire agrees to compensation for concessions. Very well. Alright, time to nuke their supply lines, mainly. Let's nuke Denver. And let's also nuke this one right there. Alright, nukes dropping. Boom. Atomic bombing of Colorado. Well, the first nation to go is France. Well, Africa, France. Yeah. I have a few nukes lying around, so why not just nuke the entire American front line? Alright, I've been constantly encircling troops here down in the south, and yeah, they've a lot of casualties now. I don't have that much, actually. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and, kill more and more divisions to, once just use the battle plan. And that should kill even more divisions now. Yes. Goodbye. Even more losses. Alright, it's time for an all-out offensive. With a certain nuclear charm to it. Alright, it's time to snake for victory points, because I finally want this to end, and they're as good as dead. I know if modern tanks fully equipped into my unit, that's the template here. And I also improved the mechanized to have, speed. Okay. Yeah, America collapse. Cool. They're fucking dead now. Right. That's a few countries dead now. Alright, the US is gone and Canada will follow soon after. I'm already pushing into them with my tanks. Goodbye, Canada. Of course I cannot fully annex them, but why should I be able to do? Alright, time to release some nations here and there. Let's restore the Portuguese monarchy. Let's liberate the US. And let's liberate Canada and Quebec. I think it's Quebec. Look at Germany, East Asia now. Even more stuff. Time for Deutsches Weltreich. I mean, we are a Weltreich now, to be honest. That's why they were at war with... Oh my god, they autonomous puppet them. Wow. Wait. What the fuck? Does this still exist? Slowly but surely destroying whatever this stuff here is still the British former colonies that revolted, I guess. Hey, Safari. Well, and this will be the end of South Africa now, after having snaked through everything here. They will now capitulate. And that is the last nation I had to deal with. And now we are finally at peace again. This is definitely not gonna end in a disaster. If you're wondering why I'm being called to arms, Italy declared war on the Ottomans. I'm not joining that one. Now I'm invading Puerto Rico. I was even faster than the own units. Because that will give me this achievement. I had to own all of the Caribbean, or like have it in my, you know, in the rice pocket. And this was the only one missing. So yeah, that's why I did that. Guess which focuses I still have not done. Like has anyone ever done these? It's a serious question. Alright, time to officialize secession of sovereignty. We have fully reformed Mitteleuropa and now we shall make every member a subject if they accept. Alright, Italy, I'm gonna join your shenanigans. But except Austria, I think every non-subject nation accepted, right? Yeah. I would say so. Should be enough then, I would say. Right. I love being right. Goodbye, Ottoman Empire. Fate of Anatolia. Let's restore the Ottoman Empire. Let's just restore the Ottoman Empire. Yeah, whatever this is now. I'm gonna wait a bit, stuff up here until I conquer stuff. Speaking of conquer stuff. And I can't believe the German Empire, and the German Empire are in Mitteleuropa. Wow. Yeah, with the tanks, this will be easy peasy. Just gotta rush through here. And Romania should cap now too, right? I don't know, too much now. That's the Balkan War. Alright, time to deal with this. Let's restore the Tsar to his throne. And this is the new Balkans. Will probably break apart in a few years like it always does. But whatever. Now we achieved peace. Now, doesn't this look glorious? Just a few spots here and there. Don't mind them. But yeah, this is probably where I'm gonna end it now. Pretty long, you know, getting through all of this stuff. So yeah, it's fucking 1947. I don't like that, but it is what it is. So anyway, I hope you're still here. If you haven't clicked off the video already. As always, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and see you next time. Goodbye. Mittelafrika, more like almost Africa.